Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday the 14th, and welcome to the show. And we have a couple of meetings to tell you about today. Actually, we have no meetings today. We don't have any meetings to tell you about, so we'll tell you who's on our show. We have Christy Ward, who is here on behalf of Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center Foundation, and she's got some exciting news to share with us about a new building that they have. Then we have Sports Corner with Cole Young. Of course, he's always got great information for us on sometimes the upcoming weekend games or some news in the sports world. Then we have Scott Galasso and Peggy Edwards from the Publishing Club. All right, let's take a look at our weather. Well, we are looking at interesting weather. Today, it looks pretty good, but starting tomorrow morning, we have some clouds and some rain. We have low clouds, then sun tomorrow. 74, or today, 74, 65. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, thunderstorms, 73, 64. Then cooler, 72, 62. Monday, 75, 64. And then Tuesday, 76, 65. If you are traveling, take a look at these numbers. Locally, we're looking at 68, 60. San Diego, 69, 64. Santa Barbara, 67, 58. Palm Springs, 85, 65. Tahoe 71, 37, Big Bear 59, 33, Mammoth 68, 32, and Las Vegas 85, 64. And we do expect thunderstorms in Palm Springs and Big Bear on Saturday, so do check your weather before you head up that way. All right, we've got something to keep you informed. We have the contractors open house that they're having, and this is being put on by Maintenance and Construction and the Manor Alteration Division staff. And if you want more information about that, you can call 949-597-4616. All right, when we come back, we will have Christy Ward, so stay tuned.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Welcome to Balbina's Mexican Restaurant. Stop by and experience the most authentic Mexican food in the region. We are serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have a very extensive Mexican wine list from Valle de Guadalupe and the center of Mexico. Visit us for breakfast and lunch from 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. and for dinner from 5 to 9 p.m. Stop by on Wednesdays and enjoy with half off on all of our wines.
Now at LA Carpet & More, you can transform your old bath into a new walk-in bathtub or shower in as little as 2 days. Plus, save 50% off and get 5 years 0% financing. It's easy, affordable, and fast. With 35 years in business and serving over 300,000 satisfied customers. Call 800-684-4100 for an appointment or visit one of our showrooms.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Hey, beach walkers, grandkid chasers, stair climbers, dance lovers, weekend warriors, and yogis. Your life demands activity, and joint pain shouldn't hold you back. Get personalized joint care that's as unique as you, with high satisfaction rates to prove it. At Memorial Care, your joint replacement patient navigator will be by your side, helping you safely return to more. Like another beach, extra hug, and one more song. More from life is calling with Memorial Care.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Christy Ward here, who is the president of the Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center Foundation. Well, welcome. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
I think the last time that I saw you was actually at the vaccination clinic.
Oh, we have had so many. We have really come out into the community and ensured that we were helping to protect our citizens.
Oh yeah, we had Dr. Solomon here a couple weeks ago, and so he gave us kind of a really good overview of what's going forward. But of course, he didn't touch base with us about some of your babies that you were working on. About a year ago, we talked, and you had just started with Memorial Care. So here you are, a year or so later. And a lot's been going on. Give me kind of an overview.
So much, yeah. We've had a wonderful year, and we've actually broken ground on our gorgeous new Women's Health Pavilion, right across the street from Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center.
Okay.
And it's going to be state-of-the-art, 3-story, 40,000 square feet. Part of our vision, really our cornerstone for our vision to transform the way that we're delivering healthcare to women in South Orange County through all stages of their life.
So you have various buildings now, right? So you do have a center that is specific for birth, right? And then of course you have the hospital. So now this particular center is for women, and what is it going to include?
Well, it is going to be our flagship for our Memorial Care Breast Centers that is in that location now, and it's going to occupy in the new building the entire first floor.
Okay.
So we're going to have an integrated breast clinic where you have breast oncologists, breast surgeons, and breast reconstruction surgeons in an integrated space.
All right.
So that's just the finest level of breast care that you can receive with the fellowship-trained, dedicated breast radiologists.
Right.
It's very important who reads your mammogram.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more that's going to be in this space. We're going to have a variety of kind of custom specialized women's healthcare offerings, oncology, as I mentioned, obstetrics.
Okay.
We're going to have sexual health, mental health offerings, and as planned, we're even going to have a pelvic floor rehabilitation clinic with a dedicated pelvic floor rehabilitation specialist.
Okay.
And my favorite part is the community education center. So Memorial Care loves to educate the community on health and wellness, and this is going to be a dedicated space so that we can increase our offerings there. And speaking of this, on November 14th, Memorial Care is going to be in Clubhouse 2 with a really cool event offering wine and cheese to residents who attend, with an expert panel of cardiologists who are going to talk about treatment options for mitral valve disease.
Okay.
So November 14th, Clubhouse 2.
So that's good, because like you said, education, and I know that Memorial Care has been really good, with us in bringing us really good information on the show. And so of course that just continues, but now you're going to be focusing a little bit on your new facility with those offerings. So I'm sure we'll have more doctors from those particular types of arenas. Now, it's obviously very important for a foundation to receive donations, and you guys got a great one.
I'm so excited by it. It's just such an example of this community coming alongside us again, because we're so thankful for this community. We love providing the health care for this community, and there are 2 sisters, Sarah and Taylor Niederlander, who grew up in Laguna Beach. They're affiliated with the Harry J. Niederlander Charitable Foundation.
Okay.
And when they were young, they were taught about the importance of giving back. And breast cancer touched their lives. And so they've come and made a $2.5 million commitment to our breast care at Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. And so hopefully you're showing the photos of the girls.
It's right
now,
there behind me. We definitely will show that.
But we are, in recognition of this gift, naming the breast care center the Sarah and Taylor Niederlander Breast Center at Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center.
Well, that sure is nice. And it's unfortunate that people are touched by this, only because you don't necessarily want somebody to have to deal with it. But the fact that they found you guys and said, we really want to be a part of it, I think is great. That's awesome. That is great. Now, let's talk a little bit about a gift planning director. What is a gift planning director?
Oh, wow. Well, we're so blessed because we have a brand new gift planning director, Lynn Dickinson. She's actually a village resident, and she has expertise in those kind of tax savings or tax advantaged strategies for giving so that people can take care of themselves and their needs, their families, sometimes transfer wealth, and also support the causes that are important to them. And sometimes cash is not even a part of it.
Okay. But I suppose that they could leave legacies, right? Is that kind of what you're referring to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's a specialist in working with trusted advisors like CPAs and attorneys to look at someone's specific situation and figure out how they can most advantageously make gifts that are supporting causes that are important to them without letting too much of it go to the government.
Ah, well, that's always a nice thing, that's for sure. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask you, I'm going to go back to the building again. Is it open and ready to receive folks or not yet?
No, not yet. It's opening in 2023.
Okay.
Construction's underway, and we're really excited to be opening it next year.
Okay.
But stay tuned, and if anyone wants to come see it, give me a call, and I'm happy to talk more with them about it.
Okay, great. Now, the event that you mentioned, though, November 14th, is really not talking about the facility or breast arena. It's more cardiac, correct?
It's cardiology. It's experts. We have fabulous cardiology care at Memorial Care, and so this is specific to mitral valve disease, and we have an array of minimally invasive treatment options in cardiology.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for all the information. I know that was a lot to share with our guests, so I think you'll probably be back in a couple months and we'll get an update on the building.
I'd love to. We're grateful to be here, and we're grateful to the people that support us in the community. Really elevates care.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And remember, the event that they're having is November 14th, and you can always get in touch with Memorial Care at the number that is on your screen. And if you want more information about the new building or their breast center, it's memorialcare.org/women. We'll be right back.
Five weeks of NFL down, MLB playoffs in full swing, hockey and basketball are finally back. It's the best time to be a sports fan, and welcome back to Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, and so much excitement is going on in the world of sports. Starting off with the NFL, we are now 5 weeks down, and teams are starting to get into midseason form. Teams like the New York Giants, undefeated Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills all look like early Super Bowl contenders and continue to win games behind high-powered offenses and dominant defense. On the other end of the spectrum, there are teams underperforming and in need of a serious turnaround before playoff hopes go out the window. The Raiders, Steelers, Commanders, Lions, and Panthers have all fallen to just 1-4, and unless some major changes are made, these teams won't even come remotely close to the playoffs. One of these bottom-of-the-barrel teams is making some major changes. Just this week, Carolina Panthers head coach Matt Rule was fired less than 3 seasons into a 7-year, $62 million contract. The Panthers also fired defensive coordinator Phil Snow. The team put up just 11 wins with 27 losses while under Matt Rule, including the 1-4 start to this season. Part of Rule's downfall was the inability to find and keep a franchise quarterback. After having 3 different starting quarterbacks at the start of each of his 3 seasons, this year wasn't any better. Quarterback Baker Mayfield has a 16.5 total quarterback rating, the lowest after 5 games of any starter since ESPN began tracking the number in 2006. Mayfield's also now expected to miss 2 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain, and backup PJ Walker will take over the offense. On top of all the turmoil with the Panthers organization, there are rumors circulating that teams are attempting to trade for Carolina's star player, running back Christian McCaffrey. While the Panthers are able to say no to any trade, the word around the league is that they're willing to listen to trade offers. Some teams that have already inquired about the All-Pro running back are the Broncos, Bills, Eagles, and Rams. Time for my new favorite part of the show. Last week, I finally achieved the impossible and went 4-0 with my picks, which brings my season record up to 11-5. Let's see if the streak can continue this week. Here are my 4 winners. The Bucs over the Steelers, the Eagles to take down the rival Cowboys, the Rams to bounce back and win against the troubled Panthers, and the Baltimore Ravens over the New York Giants. The first 1/3 of the season has been incredible, and hopefully it gets even better as more weeks go by. Over on the Diamond, fans were elated to see the San Diego Padres make it out of the wild card round after taking down the New York Mets 2-1. What makes it even better for us Southern California fans, we now have the 2 local teams facing off in the divisional round. Game 1 was on Tuesday, and the Dodgers jumped out to an early 5-run lead and held on for a 5-3 victory over the Padres. Then we got Game 2 on Wednesday, and strangely enough, the Padres won by the same score as Tuesday, 5-3. The series is now all tied up at 1-1, and Game 3 will be tonight at 8:30 at Petco Park in San Diego, followed by Game 4 on Saturday at 9:30 p.m. It's unfortunate that we will have to say goodbye to one of our 2 hometown teams, but the best case scenario, for the fans at least, would be the series going to Game 7. Speaking of hometown teams, both of our local hockey teams kicked off their seasons this week. The LA Kings opened their season at home on Tuesday night against the Golden Knights, and the Knights were able to secure their first victory on the road, winning 4-3 over the Kings. The Kings play again tomorrow night in Minnesota at 5 p.m. The Anaheim Ducks began their season at home as well, taking on the Seattle Kraken on Wednesday night. After a rocky start, the Ducks were able to force the game into overtime, all tied up at 4-4. Troy Terry would score his second goal of the night 55 seconds into overtime to earn the Ducks a victory in their first game of the season. Anaheim will play again tomorrow night as well on the road against the New York Islanders. Unfortunately, we will have to wait until December 20th to see the Kings and Ducks face off, but that game is always worth the wait. Thank you again for joining me on yet another edition of Sports Corner. As more stories and updates continue to unfold, I will report them here every Friday. I'm Cole Young. Enjoy your weekend filled with sports.
Welcome back. Well, today we have Scott and Peggy here on behalf of the Publishing Club, the Pub Club, as you guys like to call it. How are you?
We're fine.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, I know the club's been around a while, and but not too long. But let's talk a little bit about when the club founded and how did it come about?
I founded it in 2013, January. And the reason I founded it was because I noticed speakers were invited from without the village. And our talent in the village was pretty much ignored, like we're ageist or something. And so I thought, this has got to change.
Right.
So I founded the Publishing Club. Mm-hmm. Next, I thought, everybody's got a story. People love to listen to stories. Mm-hmm. So storytelling in September.
Right.
Next, it occurred to me, not everybody's got a book, but everybody's got a story.
Right.
So village
So you had
stories.
created that, right?
Yeah.
And that started. You had another rendition. What year was that one?
This is our 8th.
Your 8th
This
one.
is our
Wow.
8th, yeah.
Okay.
And-
All new stories from people that live here in the village.
Yes.
That's great. That's
And
great.
we're embarking on our 9th.
Wow.
We already have submissions.
Oh, that's
for
great.
our 9th.
That's great. And so the picture that we're looking at here is when you guys opened, or when you were founded, right? And that little plaque is located where?
right in front of Clubhouse 1.
Clubhouse
The
1,
main
okay.
entrance.
The main, okay, perfect. That's awesome.
Then it occurred to me, we've got to promote these authors.
right.
So the author forums.
Oh, got it, which is coming up, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So, Scott, you mentioned that you're in the Writers and Readers Club, and you
Right.
will be featured in the next
Right.
episode
Yes.
that Charlie has. There is obviously a marriage between writing a book and publishing a book.
Right.
And so tell me how that all works together.
Okay, well, first of all, for first timers, they need to get this, they need to be told the first sources to go to. In other words, what books should you read or have as reference material to know how to actually put a book together? And then the other thing the publishing club is about is once you get the book together, how do you find an editor? Or which way do you want to publish? Because there's many different ways. You can use a vanity press. You can try and get it with a major publishing house like Random House, which is very difficult to do.
Sure.
Or you can independently publish it.
Right.
So part of what we do and part of what the mission is, it's kind of threefold. One, giving the information they need. Secondly, having speakers who actually have had success with it because they can tell you how to do it the right way and also present options. And then there's the publishing itself. Okay, how do you go about it? What do you need to do? You know, if you need to get like an ISBN number for it.
Right. Oh,
those
yeah.
simple things
It's
like
tough.
that.
Yeah.
Who, with people who have done the process, they know it.
Yeah. Right.
But you have a lot of first-time writers.
Well, and a lot of people want to be on Amazon, right? Because they figure, oh my gosh, I'm going to sell millions on Amazon. But that's not the case. Often you have to promote it yourself.
You have to put, you know what, you have to always promote it yourself.
Right.
You know, in my case, because I'm a poet, I do readings.
Oh, okay.
You know, I do spoken word, but I'm actually all over Southern California. And before that, I was all over Washington State because I lived up there for 25 years.
Okay.
So you find out where the venues are, where these things are being held.
Yeah.
And you participate in that.
Right.
Like for writers of mysteries or sci-fi or something like that, every genre has its particular marketing. Okay, so for some of those folks, the best thing for them to do is go to a conference where all these people, all this is taking place.
Right.
You know, whether it's you know, writers, Orange County writers, or Southern California writers, and then once you get involved with that, through your contacts, they recommend other places you can go.
Okay. Well, it's perfect, and you're having an event that's coming up, and we just have
Yes.
a minute or so to talk about it.
Yeah.
Is the Authors Forum, and it's what you had mentioned about, you know, there are people who have stories and they want to put it in a book form.
Right.
So here we've got an Authors Forum that really highlights what?
Okay, well, it highlights all the authors participating. There's about 24.
Oh, wow.
We also have a membership desk. We've gone from 20 people in our club to now to 66.
Oh, good.
Our group has now published over 125 books.
Wow.
So, I mean, the mission is successful in terms of promoting the writers and publishers in our club. So it's going to be October 19th, Wednesday, next week, from 2 to 5 in Clubhouse 2.
Perfect.
And for people who want to know about membership, for people who want to meet writers, or even buy a book for Christmas.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a great way to get something for people you love by people you know. And that's a win-win for everybody. So
No,
that's
that's
part
great.
of what we're doing in promoting.
I love it. It's a really great organization, and like you said, you know, it's something that can be used as resources and to further your knowledge of how to do a book. So thank you both so much. It was very nice to have you on, and we'll be talking with you again about somebody in your club who has a book that turned into a movie.
Okay.
So, thank you.
But can I mention sponsors?
Oh, right. So your event is having sponsors, but we have to just quickly do it because we're running out of time.
Exactly.
If you look on the, for your Authors Forum, you do have a couple of sponsors that you wanted to mention.
There's Maziska Therapy, Physical Therapy. There's Julia Dart from Caldwell Banking.
Okay.
There's Allie Leonard and 2 members, Dorothy Herford and Professor Alan Dickinson, who's published 60.
60 books.
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, great job. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. And this is for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you know, we've had a few of these here, so I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. If you want more information about the Authors Forum, you can always get in touch with them by sending an email, pubclublw@gmail.com, or call 949-707-5156. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Bobby Awadala, double board certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon, and I'd like to introduce you to Skin Credible Dermatology and Surgery. We perform general dermatology, including skin checks, suspicious spots or moles, and other skin problems. Plus, we have the highest cure rate for skin cancer removal. Our state-of-the-art facility is top of the line with industry-leading lasers and cutting-edge cosmetic products. Our goal is to turn back the years with a natural, beautiful look. Visit our website or give us a call to book your appointment today.
At the Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback, you will always find a friendly face to guide you through your annual mammogram visit. Our staff, dedicated subspecialist breast radiologists, knowledge, and innovative technology await your visit to our center. With the Laguna Woods shuttle service right at our sidewalk, this convenient location offers you quick access for your appointment. You can expect nothing but the best for all your breast health needs at Memorial Care Breast Center, Saddleback.
Pacific Cremation Services offers you the ultimate freedom to become one with the salty breezes and brilliant sunset reflections. A scattering at sea is a unique, beautiful way to honor the life of anyone who chooses to be cremated. We help you plan the details and understand what to expect. Choose from our 3 simple plans and let us help you start the process of healing and life celebration. Contact us at pacificcremationservices.com to create a personalized service at sea today.
Our Friday film today is a John Wayne classic called The Searchers. You can see that today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without, brought to you by City of Hope. Have a great day in the Village and have a great weekend. Of course, we'll be back here again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
The California Attorney General, Ron Bonta, issued a consumer alert on hearing aids sold over the counter or online. Quote, while hearing aids sold online or over the counter may appear to be more cost effective than traditional hearing aids, they may not properly address your particular hearing loss needs, or they may be outright scams. He goes on to say, get checked by a licensed hearing professional and beware of misleading claims. Call Advanced Ear Care today for answers on over-the-counter hearing aids and options. Tell them Stewart sent you.